Oh boy, let's cook, guys. So guys, I had a loyal patron supporter that wanted me to talk about how to know if she ever loved you. Now, obviously, this is a guy who probably just got out of a relationship. And so he probably wants to know, should he just emotionally move on, or like, is there hope? He didn't say that, but for somebody to want to actually care about, signs that she never loved you, this lets me know that this is probably a recent breakup with a girl he probably been in a relationship with for several years. And he wants to know emotionally. Now, I know it's cool to say that whenever you break up, you should just move on with your life. Everybody says that. But like I would tell y'all guys, I'm just the realist. That's easier said than done. So for all you 16-year-olds who never been in love and who probably just gonna write in the comments, man, you should be on your purpose or blah, 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 blah. I swear for God, somebody could be dying on their deathbed of cancer with 2 weeks to live, and you motherfuckers' answer would be, man, you should just be on your purpose. Man, would just shut the fuck up, okay? Just get on your purpose ain't the goddamn answer for every goddamn thing. Somebody could goddamn have 24 hours. Y'all will tell a motherfucker on death row, hey man, stop worried about dying. Just get on your purpose. Goddamn. So that's easier said than done. Okay? Yes, in a logical way, yes, you should just move on. But we all know, anybody who's ever been in love. I ain't talking about some bitch with some good pussy that made you nut fast. I'm not talking about that bitch at the club who sucked your dick real good. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody you've been with 3, 4, 5 years or longer. Okay? You fucking incel motherfuckers. So, for this video, I think I got some good for y'all guys to look at, to think about. If y'all guys watched the Derrick Jackson wife interview, and I just watched little clips of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. But and I'm not here to pile on Derrick Jackson. This ain't about, I just want to use her as a case. Guys, one thing about me is I'm not about piling on men, regardless of what Derrick Jackson talked about, this, that, and the other. I'm not about piling on somebody while they down. I don't do that. I don't believe in, that's why y'all guys never heard me say why the whole little Derrick Jackson shit been going on and shit. That's why y'all guys never heard me mention of it. I don't kick people while they're down. The man is down right now, and everybody wants to make 10 videos and all that other shit. I don't pile on people, particularly a brother, while they down. The man's already down, all right? But I did want to use his wife as a case study, as a reference point to y'all to see what most of this stuff I'm saying is, that this is how a woman, when you know a woman loves a man. Now, she loved him, okay, guys? She tolerated a lot in that relationship. And like I said, it's not to pile on him. I'm just using her as a case study, right? She tolerated a lot. She put up with a lot. But that's what I've seen when a woman loves a man. That's what she does. She'll tolerate a lot. You motherfucker, if your girl, goddamn, you dropped the plate in the kitchen and she was out the goddamn door because you dropped the plate in the kitchen, the bitch ain't love you. Okay? When a motherfucker love you, they go through hell and back to make the shit work. That's what I've seen. Okay, guys? So let me get into my little list. Number one, guys, she wasn't willing to change her bad behavior for you. So, what in a relationship, guys, this is what typically happens, right? You have some very bad habits in you. She has some very bad habits in her. And what happens is, nobody's going to be perfect for you, right? I just want to make that out. And I really shouldn't even say bad behavior, right? I should say we all got characteristics that somebody might not like, right? It's probably certain shit about me that y'all don't like. I mean, I don't know how, but I'm quite sure it's something I do that y'all guys don't like. Maybe y'all don't like my hand clap. Maybe y'all don't, whatever, right? Maybe y'all tired of this goddamn red shirt, whatever, right? So it's always going to be something that you don't like about somebody, right? What I've seen that when a girl loves you and you love a girl is that you start to change those characteristics. They don't, within reason, right? I'm not finna stop watching sports or not finna change who I am. But one issue that, let's just say this for the girl I'm talking to now, I can have a bad habit of when she's talking, cutting her off, right? She could say something and I'll just jump and cut her off. And I've been working hard on that. I'm not saying it's gone 100%, but she'll just be talking about something. She'll be just saying, you know, blah, the girl at work, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, hey, did you see the news? Just out of nowhere. Just for no fucking reason at all. Like, just rude, right? And not that I'm trying to be rude, but I just got a bad habit of that, of cutting her off. And I'll apologize because I'm working on it. I know that's a bad habit that I got with girls, right? I don't do it with me. I typically do it with girls, right? Because they be talking about shit that I really don't care about. Care Bears and butterflies, right? I don't fuck, you know. So sometimes they'll be talking and I really just like, I'm listening, but I'm not really paying attention. And then the thought will hit my mind and I'll just cut them off, right? So I'm working on that, right? And so what'll happen, guys, is if you have a girl that has bad habits and you've told her, hey, I really wish you would stop running up your credit card, or hey, I really wish you would stop drinking so much, whatever the case may be, right? Smoking so much weed or spending all your check on clothes, whatever. What I've seen is if it's something that's bad, don't try to change nobody. But if it's something that you could, both of y'all can agree that that's a bad habit. I can agree. I'm man enough to say that me cutting girls off that I date when they are talking is a bad habit. I can acknowledge that it's a bad habit and I'm trying to work on it. And if I still do it, I'll apologize for it, right? And that's what you'll see with girls when they love you. When they want to make it work, they try to at their best. No, Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, Rome, if you got a girl that can't save money for shit, she's not going to turn into a goddamn minimalist overnight. It's not going to happen, right? But she will start to try to improve those areas if it's no more than saving $50 a week or something, right? For you. So if you had a girl in a relationship and the bad habits she had, if she never tried to change those bad habits or improve on those bad habits, she never loved you. Because what I've seen from women is if you say, hey, I want you to stop such and such, such and such, maybe at the beginning they don't do it because they don't care about you like that. But as their feelings for you grows, they're going to change those bad habits or limit them or improve them a lot. Okay? Assuming that they're bad habits. Assuming that they're bad habits. Okay? If you're calling a bad habit of her hanging out with her friends every Friday night, that's not a bad habit. That's just your ass being an insecure, controlled pig. Okay? Every day, yeah, that's a bad habit. Yes, you're in a relationship now. You can tell Susan you're going to see her next week. You don't got to hang out with Susan for goddamn brunch or goddamn happy hour every fucking day. You're in a relationship now. But once a week and you got an issue with it, that's different. So that's what I've seen, guys. She will be willing to change those bad behaviors for you. Next, guys, she didn't fight for the relationship. Guys, in the times I've been in love, we broke up and got back together several times. Several times. And if you don't call her, she's going to call you. Whoever in the world created no contact, they must have had a girl. I'm telling you right now, guys, no contact will work if the woman cares about your ass. There's no way, guys, you can be with a woman who's in love with you and you walk away and you go non-contact and think you ain't gonna hear from that motherfucker again. Now, I'm not saying this goes on forever because people reach their breaking point. What I am telling you is that y'all should have had a few breakups first. Now, it's gonna get to a point to where enough is enough, right? So if y'all done had several breakups and you go non-contact, at some point the woman is probably gonna get fed up. That's everybody. Everybody got a breaking point. But if y'all never had those breakups and say hypothetically this is your first time and it's 4 months later and she hasn't called you, that bitch ain't never loved you. I'm telling you right now, that bitch ain't never loved you. The only possibility that y'all broke up for this y'all first time breaking up and she did love you, that's because she stayed in the relationship long past the point she stopped loving you. That's the only way I can see that happening. Because if y'all had a breakup and this is y'all first breakup or even your second breakup, there's no way that woman gives up that easy. There is no way. A man will have too much pride. A woman, her feminine energy just don't produce that type of pride like that. It don't work the same. A man will sit here and be head over heels in love and his pride won't allow him to call a woman back. A woman don't work that way. If she love your ass and this is y'all first breakup, unless she just stayed in a relationship way past when she started falling out of love with you. So let's hypothetically say, just in case, so you can understand what I'm saying. Let's hypothetically say the relationship really was over 6 months ago, but she didn't leave you, right? So for 6 months, she was becoming emotionally detached, but y'all were still together. Okay, when you break up then, yeah, no contact might not work because she was in a relationship becoming detached. But let's hypothetically say y'all just had a fight or a breakup, and let's just hypothetically say the fight was about her ex called her phone for whatever reason. It led to a bad argument, and y'all broke up. There is no way in the hell that woman is not calling you if she was in love with you. There's no way that's not gonna happen. So if she didn't fight for the relationship after the breakup, she never loved you. Next, guys, she didn't take you back after you apologized. And this is like a different take on the fight for the relationship. And yes, for guys who say, well, you should never apologize, and I'm glad I got this on here so I could explain this. Guys, you should apologize when you're dead wrong. Okay? When you're dead wrong. When you know you're dead wrong, what's dead wrong? You stayed out all night. Let's hypothetically say you didn't cheat, but you and Joe just stayed out all night at the casino. You didn't call, you just did some goofy shit, right? You just stayed out all night gambling and drinking. You didn't cheat or nothing like that, but that's disrespectful, right? You should apologize for some shit like that. What I tell you guys not to apologize for is to make the issue, the underlying issues just go away. So she's giving you the cold treatment, the silent treatment. And although you have legitimate concerns and you have a right to be upset about whatever y'all issues are, you just apologize just to make it go away, even though she's in the wrong. That's what I'm talking about. Men do that all the time. The woman is giving them the cold treatment, right? And so men then will just apologize just to make the problem go away. Don't never do that. But if you know you're dead wrong, then you're dead wrong. And you should apologize. If I do something to a man and I'm wrong, I will apologize. But if a dude is trying to bully me, I'm not going to apologize just to make the issue go away because I don't want an altercation. So I'll apologize if I did something wrong. But if I didn't do nothing wrong and a guy's getting aggressive, say hypothetically, he say, hey man, you stepped on my shoe. and I know I didn't step on somebody's shoe, like I know I didn't step on the shoe, but he's getting aggressive, I'm not just going to apologize just because to avoid this altercation. I will apologize if I stepped on that man's shoe. Okay, guys, that's what I'm talking about. So, got that out the way. If she won't accept you after you apologize, assuming that this isn't no exhibiting behavior, like apologies run out. You can't keep staying out night after night after night after night after night after night, fuck up after fuck up, and thinking an apology just makes everything go away. That's different. Everything's going to get old, and eventually your apology won't work. But if this is a first fuck up, so hypothetically say this guy had a breakup, and let's hypothetically say he fucked up. Let's just hypothetically say he cheated and got caught. I'm telling you right now that if this woman love you, I am telling you she will forgive you for that. I am telling you she will forgive you for it. Now, I'm not saying she gonna be all cuddly and friendly over the next couple of weeks, maybe in the next couple of months. I'm not gonna tell you that lie. You might feel a little cold in that bed at night, but I am telling you right now that a woman who loves you, even if you got caught cheating, I am telling you she will forgive you for it. It might be some cold nights. It might be some cold nights. But I'm telling you right now, she is going to forgive you. She might don't even want to, let's hypothetically say y'all live together. She might want you to move out, or she might move out or whatever for a month or whatever, just because you hurt her. But I'm telling you right now, that woman is not, even if you fuck up, even if you did something fucked up, except I'm hoping it's not the case, physically abused her or something like that. That's the only caveat. And I hope she got enough sense not to come back to your ass in that case. But for pretty much anything else, that woman is going to give you another chance. The only reason she wouldn't is because she didn't love you. The bond wasn't strong enough. So if y'all guys see a theme going here is, when love is involved, you don't give up that easy. Case in point, guys, y'all guys, I'm quite sure y'all guys, for y'all guys who got children, your child might be bad as hell, join gangs, this, that, and the other. I'm not saying you won't never give up on that motherfucker, but you mean to tell me your child do one or two things wrong and you like, I'm washing my hands, I'm done. When you love that motherfucker, you gonna go to hell and back before you give up on that motherfucker. I'm not saying you won't never give up on that motherfucker, but it's gonna take a whole lot to make you give up on your child. And that's the same way it is with a woman. A woman is not gonna just, you did one or two fuck ups and shit, I'm over that motherfucker. Now, man could move on from a woman cheating because it means more to us men than women cheating. A man is just burnt through his soul if a woman cheat. Just burnt through his soul. That's like the ultimate sin, right? So a man can't forgive a woman, but a woman could forgive a man. It's just different that way. We men, that's like you could do almost anything. You could spend all my money out of my bank account, and I'll forgive you before I can forgive you sleeping with another man. You could do almost anything else. You could slap my mama, and I probably can forgive you, but I can't forgive you for cheating. A man will forgive a whole lot of shit. A whole lot of shit. That's the one sin that most men won't forgive. Next, guys, she's purposely trying to hurt you after the breakup. Now, this is assuming that she's not a vindictive woman. So I'm taking this and for all you guys who want to know if she's vindictive, you could tell if she was vindictive by how she was in a relationship. Case in point, say hypothetically, y'all couldn't agree on the vacation spot, right? Or you didn't want to go to the restaurant she wanted to go to. And so that whole night she gave you the silent treatment. Like she pouted the whole night. When y'all guys see that from a woman, she's immature. She's more than likely she's vindictive. Because that's a petty, childish woman. When she can't have a way, that's that immaturity comes out to where she wants to be quiet and just because, listen, I understand y'all can have some real issues in a relationship that cause a woman to close off. But because we didn't go to that restaurant you wanted to, bitch, seriously, just because I wanted to go to Miami for the vacation and you wanted to go to San Francisco, and just because I didn't want to go where you wanted to go, you gonna give me the silent treatment for two. When y'all guys see some shit like that, you probably dealing with a vindictive bitch. I'm just letting you guys know. Okay? So assuming that she's not vindictive, a woman who loved you is not going to want to hurt you immediately after a relationship. In other words, a woman that you've been in a relationship with for 3 years, y'all broke up 2 months ago, she's not going to be blasting some other dude all on her socials. She's not going to want to hurt you like that. She's not going to want to do that. I'm not saying this is forever for all you motherfuckers that's stalking your ex and it's 5 years later and now she got a dude on there and she talking about, I knew that bitch didn't love me. AMS said she wouldn't. Motherfucker, that was 5 years ago. Move your ass on. That woman that moved on her life. I'm talking about for the guys that been broke up with their girl like a month or two ago. Ain't nobody talking about no 5 years. Your ass need to move on and stop stalking that goddamn girl page is what your ass need to do. Ain't nobody talking about your ass. But what I've seen, guys, is when a woman love you, how I know this, guys, I've talked to girls who, let's hypothetically say the women I've dated that had kids or whatever, and they might say something about they ex or they baby daddy, right? And they might say something or whatever, and then I might throw a little snide remark, and they're not hating, just making conversation. I really don't give a shit. And they would snap and be like, don't say that about him. Don't talk about him like that. That let me know that the love they had for that dude is still there. That even though he's not there to hear it, they still don't want me to say nothing negative about the motherfucker. And what they still fucking with the dude, that's beside the point. Maybe so, whatever, but that's beside the point. The point is that they've been broke up this long, 5 years, and the fact that I might have said a little snide remark or something like that, whatever the case may be, I can't remember exactly what the conversation was about, but I might have said something negative, and they was like, don't say that. Don't talk about him like that. That's what I've seen after a breakup, that even if one of their friends tried to say something negative about you, they'll shoot it down. So they damn sure ain't finna try to hurt you. So some guys gonna say, well, AMS, maybe she's trying to make you jealous, or maybe she's trying to, guys, make you jealous is another symptom of vindictiveness. Do y'all guys get that? When you try to make somebody jealous, that's just another form of vindictiveness. So even though jealousy, trying to make a dude jealousy don't sound as bad as being vindictive, it's the same fucking thing. And what I've seen is women who are not vindictive don't all of a sudden become vindictive after the relationship. So either she's vindictive or she's not. So if she's a mature woman and she wasn't vindictive in a relationship and she's posting a guy on her socials like that, what that tells me is she never loved you. That's what it tells me. Because, guys, like take me for instance. Although girls I date know I date other girls, and like I say, like, you know, I never do exclusivity, right? Even with that being said, guys, I make sure that I never leave other girls' stuff around. Although I'm in the right and I'm not obligated to no one, I'm not committed to no one, I make sure that I pick up and make sure no girl's stuff are around just because I care about that girl's feelings. If that makes sense to y'all. Although I know they can't say nothing, I would be within my right that if a girl left a shoe or a comb, anything around, I'm in my right. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in a committed relationship. You know I'm dating other girls. I have no obligation to make sure. It's just that I care about their feelings. Although you know I'm dating other girls, I don't have to throw it in your face. That's just me dating girls that I like. Do you think that I would do something to hurt a girl that I loved? Do you think that if I had let's hypothetically say the last girl that I had that I was in love, we broke up. Do you think I want to put something on social media to hurt that person? Absolutely not. I still care about their feelings as a person. So yes, a woman could love you and just be vindictive and want to make you jealous. But outside of a immature ass woman like that, what I've seen is no woman who loves you would do that. A relationship, I could never get in a relationship with a vindictive woman, because in a relationship, the stuff that she would do as far as vindictiveness, as in when she can't get her way, would turn me off. So we would never get to that point. I could never be in something long term with a vindictive woman, because she's going to act very petty in a relationship. So in other words, what I'm telling you is, and I got a video on signs of a vindictive woman, you guys should never try to be in a relationship with a petty ass woman like that. Period. I don't even know how you can stay in a long-term relationship with a vindictive, petty, childish ass woman like that. Because anytime she gets her way, she's going to go to pouting. Maybe not outright, overtly, but definitely covertly. She's going to pout. Next, guys. Uh-oh. She left or started acting indifferent when things got tough. Primarily when we say things got tough for a man, we're talking what? Financials. Guys, I'm going to tell you like this right now. As a man, life is just one of those things. You have your highs and you're going to have your lows. Whoever wrote the marriage vows, they put that shit in there for a reason. They didn't just put it in there for better or worse, sickness and health. They didn't just put that rich or poor. They didn't just put that in there because, oh man, this sounds very cool. No. They didn't put that shit in there because it sounds cool. Because they know, whoever wrote that shit, they had enough wisdom to know how life works. There's going to be some sickness and health. There's going to be some rich or poor, for better or worse. You can bet your ass. I don't care how much money you save or invest. Something's going to happen in your life, whether you got to weather the storm. So let's hypothetically say you're a very successful guy. You make $10 million a year. You got $20 million saved up and invested over the years. What has happened is you've obtained a certain lifestyle. So although you're set and the sheriff is probably not going to be knocking at your door to evict you, you have obtained a certain level of lifestyle. Hard times will come, and now you can't maintain that same level of lifestyle that you've been accustomed to. So although you and your girl are not exactly about to be homeless, can she handle the fact that now we can't stay at the St. Regis? We can't stay at the Four Seasons. We can't go to that 5-star restaurant with the Michelin star chef. We might can't afford that goddamn personal trainer that you see 3 times a week. Y'all guys get where I'm going? We might can't afford to stay in this $30,000 a month penthouse and keep that beach house that we got in Florida. We might have to downgrade our lifestyle for a bit, but you've gotten this woman accustomed to this lifestyle. See, that's what y'all guys got to understand for this rich or poor. It's not about losing everything. It's about not being able to do what you once did. So if you're a guy making $100,000 a year, it might come a point to where you have to take a job making $65,000 a year. Is she going to be okay with that till you can bounce back and get that 6-figure job again? Or is she gonna bitch and complain that now y'all can't take 3 trips a year or 2 trips a year, whatever? Because that's gonna be a downgrade in lifestyle. So what you'll see is when women see when shit hit the fan or you have to take a downgrade in lifestyle, will she stick that out? Will she ride that out? What I've seen is when women love you, they don't run at the first sign of trouble. That's what I've seen. So if you see your woman bail at the first sign of trouble, that bitch never loved you. Now, women need security. I want to be a devil advocate on this also. If you're a guy and you lose your job and it's 6 months later and you still not working, I'll leave your ass too. I'm not talking about that. But if I lost that $100,000 a year job and I'm out here working 2 jobs and maybe I'm not making that $100,000, but you see I'm grinding, I'm busting 2 jobs or even 1 job, and now I'm only making 40 or 50, but I'm busting my ass, and you want to bail, oh, fuck that bitch. She never loved you. But if your ass sitting at the house feeling sorry for yourself, and you only want to get a job that's going to pay you $100,000 a year again, myself, I can't even co-sign that. I can't even co-sign that. A man does what a man has to do. So don't be seeing your ass at the house feeling sorry for yourself and thinking this woman gonna ride with your ass forever while you sitting your ass at the house eating marshmallows. No, a man does his bootstraps off and goddamn get back out there and do whatever he can. What I'm talking about is the bitch that hauled ass just because I wasn't able to maintain that same level of lifestyle that I had obtained, and she can't ride with me through the rough patch until I get it back to where we had it. Or if I'm ever able to get it back to where I have it. Maybe I can't never get it back to where I had it. If I'm an NBA player and I was making $30 million a year and I retire, I'm not gonna make fucking $30 million a year no more. Maybe I can make 3, but I can't make 30. But that's a big drop in lifestyle. If that bitch haul ass on you, that tells you everything you need to know. And what you see, guys, when a lot of these basketball players retire, what happens? The woman divorces them. Now, although the guy is still straight financially, he doesn't have that level of income no more. You see where I'm going with this? Allen Iverson wife, Kevin Garnett wife. See, although these guys are still going to make millions, it's not the level of lifestyle that the woman has gotten accustomed to. That's a totally different lifestyle. Totally different lifestyle. The woman should ride with you through the rough patch. That's what I seen. If she didn't, she never loved you. And this, guys, this might go on. You might not never get back to where you was. You might not never. If you was making 150 and now you making 75, and she left you because of that, and you still busting your ass, that bitch never loved you. That bitch never loved you. Because although you can't do what you did at 150, you still providing security, and that should be enough. It's not about taking trips and buying designer clothes. Like, that ain't got shit to do with life. Only thing a man is required to do is keep a roof over your head and food on the table and to protect a woman. That's all a man is required to do. All that other exotic bullshit, that's just wants. That's not needs. All right, guys. All right, so let me wrap this up, guys. I hope y'all guys learned. I'll do part 2 next time. I'll get back with you guys later.